Hello and welcome to YNWA Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this. Giovanni Leoni transfer news. Liverpool agree deal to sign Parma defender. Liverpool have agreed a deal to sign 18-year-old defender Giovanni Leoni from Parma. Reds will pay a fee of $26 million for the defender. Liverpool were targeting defensive reinforcements with Ibrahima Konate entering the final year of his deal at Anfield. The question is whether they can negotiate a fee now or wait to sign him as a free agent next summer. Sky Sports News previously reported there was a gap in valuation between the two Premier League sides. Palace will not let their captain go on the cheap, and Liverpool know they can wait until next summer to sign him on a free transfer. If the situation does not change, it looks likely as things stand that Guehi will stay at Crystal Palace and leave on a free transfer next summer. Liverpool's transfer business goes above 300 million. Liverpool's 26th deal to Leoni is set to take the Reds spending above 300 million this summer. Leoni will be the sixth major signing for Arne Slot's Premier League champions this season, with their business set to come to 321.5 million in paid transfer fees so far. That fee is currently the third biggest transfer outlay from a Premier League club in a single window. And if Liverpool complete a deal to sign Alexander Isak, which could cost well above 100 million, then the Reds could become the biggest summer transfer spenders of all time. From this season, Sky Sports Premier League coverage will increase from 128 matches to at least 215 games exclusively live, and 80% of all televised Premier League games this season will be on Sky Sports. Transfer News Live. Liverpool in talks for Guehi. Spurs and Arsenal battle for easy Man Utd to offload Sancho. The new Premier League season starts tonight, and clubs are looking to finalize any deals for new signings. Manchester United have spent big on new forwards and have their sights on PSG goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma and Brighton midfielder. First, they will need to make some sales, with Jadon Sancho being targeted by Besiktas and Roma, Antony wanted by Benfica, and Chelsea interested in Alejandro Garnacho. Liverpool, meanwhile, have agreed a fee with teenage defender Giovanni Leoni as they hope to bolster their defense. The club also remain in talks with Crystal Palace over Mark Guehi, and the London side may want to cash in before his contract expires next summer. The Reds also hold an interest in Alexander Isak, who is trying to force a move away from Newcastle, but they will need to spend big money to secure him. Elsewhere, Spurs are also preparing to boost their own forward line and want to sign Palace's Ebereki Eze and face in battle with Arsenal for his services. Liverpool agree fee for new centre-back. Liverpool have agreed a 26 million fee with Parma for Italian defender Giovanni Leoni. The 18-year-old centre-back is set to become their sixth major summer signing and take their spending in this window past 300 million. Leoni began his medical on Merseyside on Thursday and will discuss personal terms, which are not expected to be a problem after he made it clear his preference was to join Liverpool. Brighton, holding firm over Carlos Baleba. Brighton are showing no signs of budging their stance on Carlos Baleba amid interest from Manchester United. According to BBC Sport, they want him to stay and have no intention of selling, but whether the player accepts that fact is another matter. Ruben Amorim is keen to get more reinforcements for Manchester United's midfield and is pushing the hierarchy to sign Baleba before the end of the window. PSG sign Bournemouth defender Ilya Zabarny for reported 54.5 million. Paris Saint-Germain have completed the signing of defender Ilya Zabarny from Bournemouth. The Ukraine international has agreed a 5-year contract with the European champions in a deal reportedly worth an initial 54.5 million, plus 2.6 million in performance-related add-ons. Zabarny, 22, joined the Cherries in January 2023 from Dynamo Kyiv and went on to make 86 appearances for the Premier League side in all competitions. Donnarumma's preferred destination revealed by Agent Premier League is the right step for Gigio in my view. "We're working on it," said Enzo Raiola. "There are zero talks with Italian clubs. We are still shocked by PSG behavior with Gigio. Manchester City are keen on the keeper, according to Fabrizio Romano, with Manchester United also rumored to want him, though they need to prioritize player sales first." Donnarumma's agent fumes with PSG over Man UT deal Gianluigi. Donnarumma's agent Enzo Raiola has hit out at Paris Saint-Germain over their handling of his future. The goalkeeper is determined to leave PSG this summer, with Manchester United pushing hard to sign the Italian who lifted the Champions League last season. Raiola told Sky Sports, "We are shocked by PSG. There's zero respect by the club after 4 years together. We will consider the situation also with our legal team. We will consider solutions now. Maybe in Premier League, there will be clubs able to pay what's needed. Paris Saint-Germain are asking for big money. They talk about respect, but it's only about the money." Nottingham Forest agree fee for Manchester City's James McAtee. Nottingham Forest have agreed a fee rising to 30 million with Manchester City for James McAtee. The former Premier League champions have included buyback and sell-on clauses, which could mean the midfielder returns to the Etihad Stadium or makes City more money in the future. McAtee is now set to become Forest's fourth summer buy after winger Dan Ndoye, striker Igor Jesus, and defender Jair Cunha, while Nuno Espirito Santo is also closing in on Omari Hutchinson from Ipswich. European clubs interested in Jadon Sancho. Perhaps the player Manchester United most want off the books in Jadon Sancho. The exiled midfielder remains on the market and is gaining interest from clubs around Europe. Besiktas are the most recent to make their desire to sign him known, with Borussia Dortmund and Roma also previously linked. Sancho's attractiveness went up following his loan spell at Chelsea, in which he won the Conference League, but his high wages remain a sticking point for clubs wanting to sign him. Isak moves out of Newcastle home to force Liverpool transfer Alexander. Isak has moved out of his Newcastle home in a bid to force a transfer to Liverpool, according to The Times. His home in the Northeast was put on the rental market the day after he was omitted from Newcastle United's Players and Families Day. The 25-year-old was the only member of Newcastle's first-team squad not allowed at the bonding day held at the club's training ground last week. The striker's desire to leave is so strong that he has moved out of the property in Ponteland, with the owner now seeking new tenants. Tottenham ready to beat Arsenal and sign Ebereki. After opportunity emerges, Tottenham Hotspur are aiming to seize a window of opportunity to beat Arsenal to the signing of Crystal Palace star Ebereki Eze by putting together an acceptable package for Crystal Palace this week, as reported. In the Independent's Inside Football newsletter on Friday, Spurs have ramped up interest in the 27-year-old after the injury to James Maddison, amid a widespread belief that the saga might finally come to a head by the start of the Premier League season. That would coincide with the expiration of Eze's release clause for this window. Arsenal have long been interested in Eze and are viewed as the Crystal Palace player's first preference. But the fact that no proper transfer bid has yet materialized means there is a chance for Spurs to move forward. Chelsea agree personal terms with Garnacho. Let's begin the day with some Chelsea news. The Blues have agreed personal terms with Alejandro Garnacho, reports Fabrizio Romano, but remain apart from Manchester United in their valuation of the winger. United have made Garnacho available for 50 million, but Chelsea believe they can secure him for less. United, meanwhile, are point to the sale of Leoni, Madueke to Arsenal for more than 50 million as a reason for Garnacho's market value. Though the Old Trafford hierarchy want to offload Garnacho, he isn't a big strain on the books, and United can afford to hold out for the price they want. Sources: Liverpool in talks and keen to accelerate 35 million transfer deal ASAP at the time of writing. Caught offsides information from well-placed sources in the industry is that Guehi wants the move to Liverpool, but the two clubs remain some way apart on the player's valuation. Guehi is in the final year of his contract with Palace, so could move on a free transfer in a year's time, making it tricky for the Eagles to get the 45 to 50 millimeter fee they want. Multiple sources have confirmed to Caught Offside that Liverpool value Guehi at closer to 35 to 40 millimeters, though they're very keen to accelerate this deal. Who will back down in Mark Guehi transfer negotiations? Palace aren't in the strongest position here, but it's also the case that Liverpool might not feel the need to rush to get this signing done now. In many ways, this all perhaps points towards neither side backing down, and Palace perhaps being happy to keep hold of Guehi for one more season. Although it would be a blow to lose him for free, they might calculate that it's still better to have him for one more season. Selling Guehi for 35 million wouldn't be much good to Oliver Glasner, who wouldn't have much time to find a quality replacement. Liverpool to hold final talks for breakthrough as Endgame nears for 36 minutes star. Liverpool will hold one final round of talks to convince Ibrahima Konate to extend his stay at Anfield, according to a report, as the Spanish press makes a massive claim about the defender, and Real Madrid. Konate is out of contract at Liverpool at the end of the season, with Madrid keen on a deal for the France international centre-back. The Premier League champions have been trying for months to convince Konate to sign a new contract, but no new deal is in place at the moment. The Daily Mail has reported that Liverpool have made a decision not to sell Konate this summer, even though they could sign two new defenders in the coming weeks. While Liverpool have agreed a deal to sign Giovanni Leoni from Parma, the Reds are in talks with Crystal Palace over bringing Mark Guehi to Anfield, with Jarell Quansah leaving for Bayer Leverkusen earlier this summer. Liverpool needed to sign a new centre-back, but bringing in two players suggests that the Reds are planning for life without Konate. According to Empire of the Cop, Liverpool are set to hold final talks with Konate over his future. Liverpool owners, Fenway Sports Group, FSG, are involved and will hold final talks to see if they can reach a breakthrough in negotiations. FSG are said to be willing to offer a significant pay rise to Konate, who has been on the books of Liverpool since the summer of 2021 when he joined from RB Leipzig for 36 million, 42 meters, 49 meters. Konate has made a total of 133 appearances for Liverpool so far in his career, scoring 5 goals and giving 4 assists in the process. The 26-year-old centre-back has won the Premier League and the FA Cup once each and the EFL Cup twice with Liverpool. While Liverpool have not given up on keeping the defender at Anfield, for the long term, the Spanish press continues to insist that Konate will move to Madrid. According to AS, Konate has already given his approval to Real Madrid, whether be it a move this summer or next. The France international centre-back wants to join Madrid and is ready to switch to the Santiago Bernabeu if the two clubs can thrash out a deal. If not, then Konate is willing to wait until next summer to join Madrid as a free agent. According to Marca, summer signing Franco Mastantuono will be part of Real Madrid Castilla for the time being, so that there is a place free in the first-team squad. This is being done, potentially, so that Madrid will not have to release any players from the first-team squad should they sign Konate before the summer transfer window closes. Barcelona have also been linked with Konate, with Sempre Barça claiming that the defender is open to a move to the Spanish champions after they held preliminary talks with his entourage. The English media, though, remain adamant that Liverpool will not sell Konate this summer and are still hopeful that he will sign a new deal. Journalist David Lynch said on Sportsmole's YouTube channel, "Real Madrid are clearly interested, aren't they? There is no question about that. But speaking to people close to Konate, I still get the feeling that his priority is to renew with Liverpool, and there are talks there, but it is kind of stuck at the moment. I don't think it has reached the point of no return, and the player has definitely decided he wants to go to Real Madrid. I don't get that feeling at all. That's not to say that it won't end in that way, because that possibility is 100% on the table, but we are still in the moment where there is hope there will be a breakthrough. Trusted journalist Fabrizio Romano has previously said on his YouTube channel, "I can tell you guys that Liverpool, are still not opening the doors for this summer for Ibrahima Konate to go to Real Madrid. What I can tell you is that Real Madrid really like the player. He's really appreciated internally. He's also been discussed internally with staff and management, but at the moment there is no bid to Liverpool because they are not opening the doors to an exit for Konate this summer. In case they decide to open the door, let's see what Real Madrid will do. But Liverpool still hope to try and reach an agreement with Konate in the next months." Romano added, "They were close around October-November. Then the story changed with Konate and his agents. It has always been a strange negotiation with ups and downs. Now Liverpool are still hoping to convince Konate to stay, but Real Madrid are following the situation closely. The player is not desperate to get out of Liverpool or desperate to go to Real Madrid. It's not that kind of situation just yet. But they will have to put a contract on the table that is attractive to the player, and, as of yet, that hasn't happened." Latest Liverpool news: Man U to D hijack plan, Crystal Palace raid. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has named the biggest strength of Florian Wirtz as the Premier League champions get ready for the new season. Manchester United made a late play to hijack a Liverpool deal, but the Merseyside club have thwarted the Red Devils' attempt. Crystal Palace are planning to raid Liverpool to sign a replacement for Ebereki Eze, who is the subject of interest from Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.